Is this an opportunity for baseball to be on that NFL level with the star power that's all going to be on display?
It's the only shot it's got.
If you can't do it with Yankees, Dodgers, and these stars, you can't do it at all.
That's right.
The game doesn't have the ability.
That's right. So this is one of those kind of be careful what you ask for sometimes, right? Like, this is exactly what we want. And if it doesn't show up and show out with massive numbers, and I think it will, most of these ratings over even, the LCS series were much better than they were a year ago, and they're all kind of trending the right way because they've been some major market cities and already stars involved in this entire process. So I would think, and I'd be willing to bet, it's going to be infinitely better than it's been of late. But if it's not,
yeah, you're going to have some conversation. You're going to have some real questions about the future and what that looks like. As I've said many times, baseball tends to do very well locally, not as well nationally. The NBA is kind of the opposite, and the NFL is the king because it does both. But when you have greatness, and by the way, it's very easy, and I think I even said this yesterday to you as well. It's just very easy to talk stars. Oh, these guys are stars. Well, why are they stars? Because they are able to do things like DK Metcalf, right? That whole conversation we had in the first hour of the show of just like superhuman stuff that others can't do. Giancarlo Stanton, could still connect and hit a baseball like few human beings on this planet can do. Aaron Judge can run and move and hit at 6'7" and 270 pounds like very few human beings can do. Juan Soto and his talent and his eye and his precision and his swing and his power are unlike anything most Somehow
human beings can do.
I didn't even mention Soto as I was going through all of those stars. Sorry about that, Juan. My bad.
And then we didn't even get to Shohei Ohtani, who's doing stuff never, ever done in the sport since Babe Ruth, but doing it at a level of athleticism and size and strength that isn't. So they're stars, and it's easy to just say they're stars.
There should be some curiosity factor, you would hope, for the casual fan, just this casual sports fan, to just want to tune in and see Shohei and Judge plus Soto and Betts and the rest of those guys on the biggest stage. I would hope that there is at least a little bit of intrigue for the casual fan. Then you get the secondary debate about this series, which is these two mammoth payrolls going up against each other and what that says, whether it's about the sport or your favorite team or whatever. Are they buying championships? Are they caring more and going for it? There is, it's
what
amazing.
Tweet did you send? Who was the guy yesterday?
Joe Sheehan.
Yeah. Who is he?
Joe's been around forever. He used to work at Baseball Prospectus years ago.
And he, through a series of tweets.
You know who he's good friends with is your buddy Will Carroll.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, they're good buddies.
Will Carroll,
Will
the
Carroll,
injury expert.
under the knife. Yeah.
Yeah. And he tweets out something that we have heard pass and say numerous times to us, Salk. And, you would get so up in arms about the NFL, rightfully so, during some of their lockouts and holdouts and just say, this is just not right. Show us your books. If you want to cry poor NFL and owners and everything else in league, then why won't you ever, show us the books? And you hear, whether it's Joe Sheehan or you hear other local guys, and certainly someone with a broad national landscape, and Jeff Passan saying, whoa. Be very, very careful buying all of the victim mentality from these owners around baseball that are so poor, that just can't compete. And these arbitrary small market, mid-market, major market.
There's some pretty big differences there, though. I mean,
between what the NFL and baseball.
Yeah, I think again, what the NFL said was the NFL already had a salary cap in place, which benefits the owners enormously, and by the way, the fans. It is the one time owners and fans are aligned. A salary cap is beneficial for both owners and fans.
100%.
And in that way, the NFL came back and was like, "Hey, we need more money. We're not making it." And the players were like, "Okay, we'll give you more money. Just show us the books." And they were like, "No." And then they locked them out. And I still think that was ridiculous. That's not quite the same story here, right? This is more about equality among the teams. And to me, this isn't even for most of America looking at it, they don't look at the Mariners as part of this conversation. Teams in the middle spending $150 million are not really in this conversation. The real debate is between the $50 to $70 million teams and the $300 million teams. And I do think there should be a salary cap or something in baseball. It has nothing to do with my desire to make the owners happier or my desire for the owners to be able to limit payroll. I do think that stinks. But I think it would have to come with, to me, it's the only way to get a salary floor, which I think they need in baseball. And to me, again, just from a fan perspective, I think it's better when teams are pushed towards equality so that all fan bases get opportunities to see their teams try to win.
Level.
Yeah.
Can we have some level?
And well, you're right, Brock. I think owners are not to be trusted, and a lot of them are saying that they're crying poor when they're not really poor. There's some truth to that. There's also some truth that the Yankees and Dodgers can't afford to spend significantly more, in the Mets and a few others, than certainly 5, 10, 15 teams in the league that have completely different TV deals. And I do know a little bit about some of the TV deals and talk to some folks, not owners, but folks that have some access to this that I trust. And the difference between the Dodgers' guaranteed deal from their sports network and what some other teams have with networks that are either failing or going away or whatever is gigantic in terms of the revenue that it spits back. I don't think owners are like everybody else. I think that they should be willing to lose some money, or at the very least not need to make money in order to be in this business. You should get into it to try to win games, not to make money. There's a million other ways to make money. But asking an owner to lose hundreds of millions of dollars a year doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So once you accept that, I do think that it would be appropriate for the league to have some sort of a cap and floor just to make the product better.
Something's got to change.
Lyle likes this. Lyle wants to see this.
Well, how do you get players to agree to this, though? That's because I don't think they ever will.
You have to give them a huge floor. You have to give them a massive floor. Right? It can't just be we want to cap it at $200 million. You've got to take that same $100 million that you're losing from the Mets and the Dodgers and everybody else and add it to the teams at the bottom so that the Twins and the
Pirates
A's and the Pirates and the Rays, etc., spend enough so that the total spending is still the same. That's the only way to do it.
And it's probably going to be a point of negotiation at the next CBA.
It's going to be gigantic.
Which, I hate to be a Debbie Downer here, but man, I think there's a chance for a fat lockout.
It's going to be gigantic.
2026.
There is going to be the world's worst lockout in baseball. They are going to have to completely reset the financial model of this league. So enjoy Yankees and Dodgers.
Oh, and I will.
Same here, Brock.
Enjoy the extra camera that you get for your game, Brock.
Darn right I will.
Enjoy the money that it's going to bring in, because I don't know how many more of these you're going to get.
The money.